The virus can spread from animals to humans. Has a high death rate ranging from 40 to 75%. There's no...
Tres, cuatro. Let's go. Welcome to episode 193, baby. Are we just a paper rocket?
Pancaked each other. 193, man. God damn. Sheesh, we're starting off the year good, man. I'm feeling really good, man. My socials are talking off air. My socials are popping a little bit randomly.
Yep.
Heaps of people commented on my shit. We got 2 collabs for our album from one of my Instagram reels.
Nice.
So shout out to Jeannie and Hods. They're going to be featuring on our 4th project. Super fucking excited, man. We've got the ball rolling. We've got 5 tracks finished, polished. Have you listened to the songs in the car at all or no?
Some of them, yeah.
How are they sounding?
Sounding good.
They sound different compared to Ghost, but
I was thinking it's different.
Yeah.
It's a different mix.
Which one was it? I think it was Wrong Section. Wrong Section sounds good in the car. Yeah, but I haven't listened to all of them yet in the car.
But it's good, man. It's sounding good.
Yeah, but you could definitely tell it's a different mix. Like,
it's a different. You will like Wrong Section. That's just straight bars for like 3 whole minutes. It's like no hook, no nothing. It's just
beautiful.
fucking bars. What I was thinking too is this is going to be our first album where there's going to be no like throwaway tunes on there, like no just random shit that's just collecting dust on my hard drive. Every album I've ever done or that we've done, there's at least one throwaway. We were just like, throw it on there, whatever. This album's the first one. There's going to be none of that. All these songs have been created with precision. We've handmade these songs. These Ed's written the fucking verses. We've got some collabs. We've got a few more collab ideas. We're waiting on a verse from Holloway, which the beat for that too is fucking like dusty. It's like an old school like 80s dust beat. Holloway reckons he's going to do something real cool with that. And I'm excited, man. I am hoping for a March release. End of March.
Do you want to
release a single, one more?
Yes. So
Saturn? Is that the one you want to release?
You pick. You've got.
I don't know.
You've got. Pick. You've got Saturn, Wrong Section, Cigarettes and Coffee, Asylum, which is featuring Genie, or you can maybe even wait till we get the verse back from Hods and then have a listen. I don't know. Up to you. You choose.
They're all great singles.
They're all good. But the only thing I was thinking is the one thing I'm struggling about this album, because there's so many different like genres, I was kind of sitting there trying to think of the order how we're going to put them in, and I was like, because
Out of what genres? Like, obviously, you got heavier rap.
We've got Wrong
got
Section, which is straight bars, like aggressive heavy,
Yeah.
and then there's another song that's like that. So there's 2 of those. Then we've got Saturn, which is like the Color Violet, Tory Lanez type vibe. So nothing like these 2.
And
Then No Mientes is
Mientes,
a Spanish reggaeton Australian trap song, which is nothing like these 3. And then the collab with Genie and the Hods one, they kind of will sound similar.
And Cigarettes is very
And
different.
Cigarettes and Coffee is basically a jazz song. So the album's like, it's really good, but it's all over the place in terms of like, there's no
Maybe it's just about
style.
not overthinking it too much. Like if you can't get them in the right order from like, because when you think about it, you wouldn't go hard then to soft. You'd go from the softer kind of songs to like more heavier, right?
Yeah.
But if you can't get it that way completely, I wouldn't really stress too much about it. You just got to kind of embrace that that's the album.
Yeah.
And if anything, it shows the diversity. But like,
Yeah.
And unless you're worried about someone having it on a vinyl and not pressing skip and listening to the whole thing. It's like maybe you want like it's not like a story one like you did yours, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like where it doesn't have to perfectly flow into the next.
Yeah.
Ideally it would flow into the, as a producer, you probably, it probably makes your eye twitch not having it perfect in terms of like structure, but
it's like I'm not too stressed about it, because this project for me especially, like when we started this is like, this project is basically like, how do I explain it? So Ghost was so good because it was when we finally broke that barrier of like, holy shit, like we're making like radio polished music now. this album is basically like kind of like me sticking my nose up and going like, yeah, we can now keep this like this level quite easily.
Yeah.
But I did want this to be feature heavy because I also want to branch out into, like I said 100 times, with this guy's vocals, I could mix this guy's vocals on a $200 laptop. I know how his vocals sit in the frequency range. I know the plugins I need. It takes me, I can literally do a DZ track in like an hour. Whereas back in the day, but when we did the Supervillain, our very first project ever, bro, that took me like 5 months. Remember that shit? It was only like 6 songs. It took me like 5 months because I was only learning. I'm learning, and the vocals sounded all weird and shit. But I know how his voice is supposed to sit on top of a beat. So I want this to be feature heavy so I can continue the showing off of how good we are in terms of quality, right? But having features where people's vocals are
different. Yeah.
So different, man.
They're
like,
either higher or lower or
man.
But then like when they jump on a track though, say if like
it makes it hard sometimes.
Yeah, because
I'm not gonna lie.
because you can't really change. I don't know how the technical terms, but I'm trying to like say it like in lame terms. But like, let's just say if DZ's got a louder voice than the next person that's on the track, and he's gliding over the beat where the beat's not overtaking his vocals, but then the next person the beat is overtaking.
Yes.
But then will it be obvious to the listener if the beat drops down a touch to suit that person's tone?
No, so that's what so shout out to Genie. He was the first collab that I polished off for the album. And I've said this before, man. When you're working with people, especially like every music is so subjective. Everyone has their way of doing it. So Genie sent me the vocals with all his effects and shit on it. And he did say to me, he goes, bro, look, he's like, I can resend them with no effects if you want. And I was like, no. I was like, let me do my thing. Let me play around with it. And at first, because Genie's voice is higher pitch, it sits in the higher end of the frequency, right? The beat that we got the collab, it's like a bit more of a dark lower tone beat. And this guy's voice is deeper. So it kind of was pretty easy to get him. But then Genie's voice on top of this beat, it sounded like it was just so like high pitched type thing. But it's not his voice. It's just the beat and it's just a complete different contrast. So I'm sitting there. I even messaged this guy. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking dog whistling a bit. When were we talking about that? Like the other week or something. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking dog whistling now because this sounds fucked. But then I kept niggling at it. And I was this close to almost messaging him saying, dude, can you please send me the vocals again, but with no effects on it. But then I also wanted to keep the effects because that's the way he wants his shit to sound. So I'm like, okay, fuck. I'm like, how do I make this work? And I feel like I was able to kind of reel it in and make it work. And the track sounds fucking awesome. I sent it to Genie. He was like, bro, this sounds fucking fire. He was like, DZ's verse on this is fucking sick. I'm like, dude. Yeah,
you have to show me a sneak peek.
Yeah, it's gangster, man. Like he done like the way he starts. I love the way he's like, oh, I knew you always were the one for me. Like it's a gangster, man.
The hook he did was fucking cracker.
Yeah,
but the way I envision it, I always lean to doing this with my albums. It's a start with a happier kind of vibe, and then gritty. So I think towards the middle, towards the bottom. So we'll have the Saturn and Normientes and stuff towards the top. Yep. Then go into like wrong section, get harder. And then at the bottom we have like cigarettes and coffee and the sad shit. But Things Change, I flipped it, I guess, because Things Change was a sad album. I only had like 2 not sad songs, which were towards the bottom anyway.
Yeah.
But I think we'll probably do something like that, right? I think for the single, I don't know, because I want to do something different to Normientes, right? So Normientes was like
Spanish
party, chill vibe, right? And then so I think for another single, I think Cigarettes and Coffee we save for the project. I think the collabs we probably save.
Maybe Wrong Section?
Maybe Wrong Section because it's very different.
It's very aggressive.
The different vibes. And that's what mostly my audience, I think, leans towards anyway. Most of the people who follow me.
Do you want a sneak peek of Wrong Section?
I do want to sneak peek.
Let's give it. We'll play just
can we play this on the pod, or do you want to cut it out?
No, we'll play it on the pod.
A little fact about this song.
Will we get monetized for this, or is it not because...
No,
it's our song. It's our song.
Our music's all right. I never really do this ever with my music, but this track was the first time I had originally written the second verse, right? I wrote the second verse, And I sent it already. He hadn't looked at it though. And then after a couple of days, for some reason, I wanted to rewrite that second verse. I was like, what I did was corny. I didn't like it. So
Yeah, because I didn't even hear that. What happened?
Well, because you love sending me the tracks where the verses are like fucking 32 bars to fucking whatever, 40 bars. So they're long verses. So when I'm writing, it takes me ages and I'm writing. And the way I write, I start from the first line every time. So I'll write the first 2 lines. Okay, replay. Add a line. And go back. That's how I write. So he's sending me these.
So every time you add a bar, you read what you've previously done, and then the extra bar.
I've always wondered how you did that. Yeah, okay.
And it's cracker. It makes me write quick, but like it's tedious. And then so he sends me these longs, and then sometimes I catch myself getting lazy. And towards the end of that second verse, I basically did like it's like an angry like diss towards the shitty pages, the rap page type shit. And then I was basically dissing them, saying, "How you gonna?" The people you post are fucking ass, basically, and then you neglect all the hardworking real. And then I named pretty much everyone we respect and work with as like, I can list off the top of my head the people that deserve it more, or whatever. And I just named heaps of people, and I sat on it, and I'm like, that's kind of lame, bro. Like I don't like saying names. Like even if it's a positive, it's like it's fucking lame.
Although in danger though, that was hard when you were mentioning chilling at nerd.
Yeah, I like it.
That
Sometimes,
was hard, but I guess when you become too focused on like those specific, like the specifics of that, like, and so you weren't happy with basically the message behind that verse.
So then I went back and I rewrote it, but instead of writing the whole second verse, I wrote it up to that point, and then I added in new stuff from there. And then when I recorded it, it cut perfectly, so I could keep the first half what I already recorded, and then just add the second part, and it sounded mad. And I was like, "Fuck, this is hectic." So I didn't have to rewrite the whole thing.
Did you start a new rhyme scheme, or did you continue the rhyme scheme from the verse before, like the bar before?
It's new
one,
new rhyme scheme. It's way better. Yeah, it's fucking mad. I love that end part. That part's hectic.
I think there's a part we do like a flow switch, like a flow switch. It sounds.
I think it's that
really
part, because all you suck is a factor that matter. Buckshot tuck does a splatter matter. Yeah, that's just mad.
The whole Dub's vocals in it. Whose idea was that? That's funny as fuck. Was she at the mic? Just like,
I forgot about that. Yeah, because
it's so cute, bro.
I guess just play it from the start. You can.
We'll play a little snippet. That is off our upcoming. We got no date yet. I do want end of March. I want a March release would be real fucking dope. And the way the people are getting back to me again. Shout out to Genie, man. I got the verse in less than 48 hours. Right? That's what I fucking want. Okay? Yeah. If it takes you more than fucking 2 nights to do a fucking 16 bar, then you probably should change fucking hobbies, right? Fucking hell. Seriously, so shout out to Genie, man. I'm really, really keen for that song to come out on the album, man. So this is the wrong section, right? So we're thinking of this for the next single, which is the complete opposite of...
No, we did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Dad, I didn't know what you're saying.
In the wrong section, you don't wanna make friends, learn all the words cause I'm drunk, it don't make sense. Everything I do intense, like I'm homeless, spitting so raw, like I still got the bones in some swerving. I don't know what you heard, if you heard I'm absurd with the words, and I put rappers in a hearse, and I guess what you heard is for certain. I'm murky person who lurking for work, and the perks that you purchase, the nerves that you serve with a circuit, you're nervous. Still try to learn how to rap, I just heard it's worse, and I thought I'm the cause of your downfall. Brian when I downpour, bullying at your spine, never realm, how I sound gore, natural disaster. Better tell Al Gore, hate when I sound off. Tectonic plates, tsunamis and meteors. These are the kind of bored with this rap shit, cause I'm just too good with a ballpoint pen. Do me like they did Eminem, rap fast, but he ain't say shit. If I ain't say shit, I don't see you pricks capable of doing
I got goosebumps back.
That one of you cunts try to and I hear that shit from the same hoes that will rap about how they broke homes. Ain't this that, but shit try to change voice, still they rap with coke up the same nose. I don't wanna hate, but fuck me and shit.
Bro, that lurk. Like the lurk and like that rhyme scheme went long. Like
I love doing that.
I love when you think a rhyme scheme can only be like 2 bars or whatever, and then it just keeps going, and you're like, surely there's no berserk and lurk and
that's fun, man. Those are my favorite tracks to write. It's like you can argue about the substance and stuff, and it's not saying nothing. But that's the funnest shit.
Yeah.
That's the funnest. Yeah. That's what I like about rap. It's about playing
like,
with it.
Yeah, it's like like you don't take the lyrics for. It's not like you can. It's like that thing you can't use rap bars in the court of law because you're literally like people like Quentin Tarantino. He makes Django. He talks about the slave trade and guns and boom boom like people getting shot. Like Leo's saying the N-word and whatever. And it's like movie producers can make all whatever they want. It's a movie, right?
Yeah.
It's a similar concept for artists, like rap artists or any kind of, you can rap whatever the fuck you want to rap
100%.
about. It's not like people are not always out there toting guns, this and that, or doing whatever, or like saying, like, you can say, yeah, I'm the best in the world, and to ever do it, this and that. And even though you mean it, you put bars behind it, like, I'm going to scorch the earth. And it's like, are you really going to go out there with a blowtorch? But so in you saying that, you have so much freedom with those songs, you know what I mean? Where I guess when you do more, you can do more like in your feels shit, and that's a bit more real, you know what I mean? You'd like to think, like, when people do heavy shit, it's either real or it comes from a real place, you know what I mean?
I was thinking about this the other day, actually, because there is some substance in the album. There's Cigarettes and Coffee is like a deep song, right?
Yeah, that's really dope. That's really fucking dope.
That's the same thing, right? A lot of people think, like when I did Things Change too, right? The sad songs I do, they come from an idea, place, and emotion I might really feel, but then you exaggerate it.
Yes.
So I'm playing a character, like in Cigarettes and Coffee, it's super depressing. But I'm like
playing a character.
I'm playing a character. I might have started writing coming from a place that I thought or feeling I had in my head, but then you just times it by 100, and then you play the character, and it gets way more depressing. It's not like I really feel that way. I'm really depressed and shit, but like
it's like you get
playing
in your,
the role.
you get in your WWE shit. You know how there's characters in WWE, like none of them actually are fully like their character, but they just lean into it, you know?
Yeah, so I'm super excited for that. So that's basically been me. I've just been working, chipping away at the album, hitting up people for the collabs and stuff.
What else happened to you, man? What's going on? Stay tuned for that, by the way.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're hoping for a March release, all right? End of March at this rate.
And listen to the new song, No Mientes. You got an album coming too.
No Mientes. That's bro. I'll be grooving to that at work with my headphones in. Like it'll come on shuffle. Even though I don't know some of the Spanish. And the thing is, I love a Spanish song that it's not all just Spanish. It's like you go in and out, and there's enough Spanish where you don't have to know what you're saying to be like just want to fucking groove. And it's a real mad party song.
Yeah, that song's doing well too. Your album, you got an album.
My album, yes, drops next Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday, my album Validation from Strangers.
Pre-save and that? You got a pre-save link?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it. Yeah, fuck, actually, do I? I've been so fucking lazy. I'm pretty sure I do.
You really said I'm going to ghost drop it.
Yeah. I didn't want to say nothing at all, but
I forgot you said that.
No, that's fine. That's
how many songs is on there?
Yeah, you can pre-save it. There is 16.
Am I on there?
That's a solid album.
16 with 2 features from you, as always.
2?
We've got a house song, the bass house song.
Which one's that?
Not bass house, it's like house, and then Bleak, which is Glitch Hop. Yeah.
I don't remember I don't remember these songs.
I'll give you...
They must be cracker though.
They're really good. I'll give you a sneak peek of the house song.
Remember.
And I'm pretty sure when I put the song on FL, I'm pretty sure this album's runtime is longer than Simula 67. I think by a few minutes. Simula 67 was like an hour, and this is like an hour and 4.
Maybe because you did you do a bit more skits in Simula
there's
67?
Yeah, Simula 67 had more skits, but for some reason, no, this album's got a longer runtime.
Oh, okay.
Like the whole thing runs for longer. There's 2 skits from you, as always, features from the Thunder God himself on there. The album. This album's so different to Simula 67, which is crazy.
There's 2 skits on it?
Yeah. Joey done 2 skits, and we've got Confessions. So 3 skits total.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
So Confessions continues, and then
Ooga Booga thing.
Yeah, and then did the other one. So just to let you all know, this album, it's actually an EP within an album. So this is technically 2 separate projects that I've just merged together, rather than just do like a Future Rhythm EP with only like 4 songs on it, because I couldn't be fucked to do that. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna merge it all together. Because the whole Future Rhythm thing was Mr. Meagley's idea. And one of the songs on here, it's a beatbox from Mr. Meagley. I remember the old school Trip Jacket song we did? Yeah, but just like it's way better. Like it's like we've done it hectic.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, I'll give you a little quick sneak of your feature from the house song. This is towards the end of the album too.
House song?
Yeah. It is. This is real cool.
I already fucking love it.
I remember the
man?
beat. I don't remember what I said on it.
Bro, you have such a unique fucking production vibe, cunt. Come on.
I love that part.
I'll play a little bit of the drop, then I'll skip to DZ's part.
Yeah, that's hard.
Fucking earth.
What's this song called?
Love is real.
Love is real.
What the fuck did I do on this? I don't remember.
Wait, here we go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember. This is sick.
Yeah. Okay. Get love from the whole place, they know my name and the whole crew. Speaker play that old school, and for the girls in the back, just waiting on the mood to take a seat back, cause we brought some for you too. And the place go boom boom. So much love in the drinks in my cup, keep coming non-stop, we can barely stand up. Don't know where we've been, where we come from, what the time is, with the vibe that's irrelevant. Heaven sent like the bass from God, hitting my phone but I don't respond. Beat to your heart like lightning rod, spending this cash like I lost my job, yeah. I can't focus on anything else but the upcoming song. Living this life like we'll just respond, yeah.
Bro, you're fucked, eh?
Shit!
Fuck you
That's
both, eh?
cool.
I don't know how you make it work, and I don't know. Maybe
Me neither.
Maybe I'm just biased, but like, can we think of? And there might be. I might be, like living under a rock here. But are there many artists that mix EDM, like that kind of realm, with rap? You know, I know Fred again is doing some stuff with Young Thug. He recently released something with Young Thug. But that's more just he gets Lil Yachty or Young Thug to do like a one bar and then he repeats that and that's like the chorus, right?
Yeah.
But are there any artists that we can think of that does do this shit? Because I swear it's rare. If there are some, it's fucking rare, man.
It is rare.
We took. I don't know if you remember this, but
Foreign Beggars.
Yes, exactly right. So when we first started, our main goal was Foreign Beggars, which was they were the OG like UK rap over glitch hop, and I'm talking like Joey, you would love these. I'll send you some
They're
tunes.
fucking good.
Are they
too.
back in the day, like old?
These are
old
old.
school.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
okay.
these
Old
guys are like 90s gangsters
Oh, shit.
rapping over glitch hop.
It's like
right?
2010s, I think.
Yeah. And so me and the boys actually seen them live once. Like I seen them live, and that set, like this is gonna sound so like corny, that changed my life. Like seeing that live, me and the boys, like at one point it was like me, Mobsy, Brad, and like Brad and that. We weren't even dancing. We were just like.
Just watching them, yeah.
And these guys up there with their do-rag, they full like 90s gangsters, the do-rags, the fucking towels hanging out the back of their pants, the 90s jorts with the fucking Air Forces. And there was like fucking 7 of these motherfuckers on the stage. Like Odd Future Wolfgang, but just a glitch hop, not rap.
Yeah.
And I was like, and me and Mobsy and Mr. Meagley and that from then were like, that's what we want to be. And then that's why the whole shtick is Odd Future, Aussie Odd Future. But a lot of it also stems from like people like your Foreign Beggars. Another one's Virus Syndicate. I don't know if you've heard of Virus Syndicate. I think Virus Syndicate.
Were they bigger than Foreign Beggars?
No. Foreign Beggars are like they're like OG, bro. Like every like millennial and above who's into electronic dance music will know Foreign Beggars.
Okay, I gotta look them up after this.
I'll send you some tunes, man.
Yeah.
It's
Fuck,
like
they formed in 2002.
Yeah.
It says on their Spotify. I forgot about these.
They're ahead of their time then.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't
way
think
ahead of
anyone
their
else
time.
was doing
Way
that
ahead of
shit.
their time.
Then there's Virus Syndicate, who were kind of like a newer version of Foreign Beggars, but I'm pretty sure Virus Syndicate didn't actually produce electronic dance music. They were just rappers, but for some reason, heaps of like famous dubstep artists were using them around the 2015 era as well to feature on songs. But these guys weren't doing like the whole Fred again, just like a couple lines. These guys were full spitting, like what DZ does. They were doing full like 32 bar verses and shit over dubstep. So again, took inspiration from them. Any other that I can't think of the top of my head? Not that I can think of the top of my head, but it was mainly Foreign Beggars. And then that's just how we got into it. Like it was just the sheer will and determination to learn the shit.
Because
That's all man.
it works, man. Like
Yeah.
when you guys do what you do separately and together, like sometimes I feel like I'm like, how's this gonna work coming in? But bro, like Dad said, I was getting goosebumps in both those tracks, bro. Like what you do is special, man. When you get together,
It's fun, man, but-
and it's a good live. it's mad live.
Yeah,
when you
it's fun
do those
live.
tracks live,
Yeah.
where you're on the like
the
the
decks,
EDM
yeah.
on the decks, and then DZ comes in.
Yeah.
I've been there live, man. It's fucking something special, bro.
And I mean, it's fucking, it's just fucking weird because, like I said, I've told the story before. The very first time me and him ever hung out, not at home, we were smoking weed together and shit. And then one of his friends goes, "Bro, this guy can rap." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Because this is when I'm learning how to produce, right? I'm talking learning like I've only owned FL at this point for like 4 months, like fresh. And he's like, "Bro, he can rap." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, and then he goes, "Nah, man, I can rap." I'm like, "All right, whatever." I'm just thinking, here we go. And then they put on an instrumental.
Hey, when did you find out? Maybe you've already told this, said this to the pod, but when did you actually find out? Like, how does that even happen? Are you in the
right? Yeah.
shower? Like, I know you used to say you
Yeah, how do you know you can do it?
Like, are you in the shower just washing your balls, and then you're just like, yeah, I'm washing my balls, and then I fall to the floor. Like, hey, how do you?
It was never really like that, honestly.
It wasn't one moment.
No, it was like...
Because you got to have a way with words, first of all. Your vocab has to be kind of... You can't be like a dead shit that you just like...
Well, I started in year 7. Year 7, I would rap other people's lyrics. And I would just be really out there. And I would be rapping songs, people's lyrics, just out in person. And all my mates like, shut the fuck up and shit. Like, I'm just rapping. Like, and in class and shit, being a nuisance and shit. Like, just rapping. But it was other people's songs, Hobson, Tech 9, shit, right? And then...
See, I do that shit. I just can't create my fucking own.
It was, I don't remember when I started creating my... It was
own,
it was when we'd freestyle at lunch, I guess, and then I'd be like, oh my... Like, the fobs would be playing guitar and shit, and we'd do rap ciphers and shit. And I'd smoke everybody. I'd have the best verse by far.
That's hectic.
And it just developed from there. And then I'd be smoking weed with my homie, Jerry. Shout out Jerry, bro. Back in the days, we'd smoke weed. We'd just be sitting in the car smoking weed, and we'd just rap all night for hours. It'd be like me, Jerry, and then there'd always be some other random people. And we just... I wish I had a camera, bro. You could see.
Like, you know that
these
video
raps,
of Eminem and Proof? Remember how Proof
in the car.
in the car, like boom bap shit.
It was like, it was literally like that. But it just started from rapping other people's lyrics, I guess.
And that's how it started then. Because then these guys fucking freestyling in front of me, and I'm thinking, fuck, this guy can actually rap. And then the next day at grandma's, we're sitting down at FL, like I was putting together some dog shit beat, like and he's like rapping over it and shit. But that's how it begins, man. And then again, my arrogance always will be my downfall, but it's my biggest fucking thing that's helped me.
I think it's a pro more than a con
because I was like so arrogant to the point where I've been saying it for years that I'm going to be the best at this. Now look at me. Like no one can come close to my quality of production. I'm sure there's better producers out there, but in like Australia, like, I'm talking for like bedroom producing, making this shit just here behind this camera. And the quality.
Imagine if someone that's already made it gave you unlimited resources for even better stuff, this and that. But if we're talking like we've said this all the time, but it's just like I just wish like some people that from the underground like scene, right, including yourself and either other artists that no one knows about. I wish that there was just like a golden ticket instead of the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. There was like, this is your one chance. You have this one show, and we're gonna have all eyes on this show. Give it your best, and then you're like, imagine that, like. But then it's just so hard with internet, right? Like, it's just such a vast whirlwind. It's like it's almost like it's a massive cyclone, and then someone sticks their arm in there, and a paper bag just goes, and then it's like a TikTok trend of like Ice Spice. This gets it, but then all the other shit that's in there doesn't get picked up.
Well, there's a lot of delusional dumbasses too. So it's like that thing where if someone says, "Oh, I can rap," everyone, what's your first thought? Oh, yeah, and it's probably they start rapping and it's dog shit. Because people are delusional and they got no fucking idea what they're doing. But anyway, check out the music, man. Stay tuned for the album. No Mientes is out. Go stream it. What's happening in your life, bro? It's been a week. Anything interesting?
Nah, man. I'm just working on the music, man. I'm in hermit mode. Music. Only other thing I can say is I'll say a little funny one. My wife, right? We're walking my dogs, my 2 sausage dogs, and we're walking to my mother-in-law's, right, which is just down the road. And my wife goes, "Oh, I'm gonna let the dogs off, and then watch they're gonna run to the house." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "All right, whatever." I'm like, "I know Douglas is fine, the boy, but Daisy, I don't trust her for a bar of soap, right?" She goes, nah, it'll be fine. Well, whatever. Let the dogs off. Sure enough, my mother-in-law comes out. They're sprinting down the road, barking and chirping, and they run. They both do great. Dougie runs straight to my mother-in-law. Daisy runs to my mother-in-law and then just sees a cat and goes, and starts chasing this fucking thing across people's lawns and shit. And you just see her lead running through bushes and shit. And I'm going, oh, for fuck's sake. And my wife's going, Daisy! Like, just, you know, when women do that fucking scream, I'm like, just going, I'm never going to hear the end of this now. I'm like, yep. I'm like, I fucking told you not to fucking let her off the lead, man. I'm like, God damn it. But other than that, we caught her safe and sound. She's at my feet right now, the little shit. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm chilling. Joey, what's been happening, man?
Nothing much. I took me and Tori and her sister and her mum took our nephew Phoenix to the Taronga Zoo on the weekend.
How'd that turn out?
Bro, I forgot how big that zoo was.
Yeah.
Do you know how many incline hills that thing has?
Yeah.
And
The zoo's built on like a rock side, like the side of a rock.
yeah,
It's fucking crazy.
It is way better than the Sydney Zoo, which is our local for people that don't know. But it's good for older people, the Sydney Zoo, because it's just flat. But I do like Taronga Zoo. Unfortunately, weirdly enough, the lions weren't there, which I kind of wanted half my money back because at the end of the day,
Wait, what do you mean they weren't there?
they just weren't there. I don't know. They must have got on strike or something. I'm not sure. But
Breeding
Wait, the
program.
cage is still there,
the
but
cage
they
is
just
still there,
weren't
but
out.
they just weren't out. So I don't know what must have happened. Whatever. I had a big night the night before. I don't know.
Protest.
But, yeah,
They got some protests to go.
But there was
They're waving Palestinian flags at the water's edge.
There was my favorite animals though I seen, weirdly enough, were the seals were one.
Yes.
I love how seals just glide underwater, and when they're those kind of animals similar to dolphins, I feel like I might be wrong, but I feel like when they know people are watching, they show off. Like they do spins underwater, they come right up to the glass and they just glide. Like even Tori was like, and it was a really hot day, and we're like, they have the right idea. Like they're in the water, you know, mind you. They're in a fucking 30-foot pool of water. And I'm like, in my head, I'm trying to get that notion of like, oh, it's a zoo. I just paid to go to this zoo. So I'm funding this.
You're part of the problem,
Yeah, I'm part of the
man.
problem. But I'm like, oh, you know, holding a fucking flag. Like, fucking, let the seals out. Yeah. But yeah, the seals were my favorite. The gorillas are big as shit. The silverbacks.
They're fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, the silverbacks.
You see tigers?
And the tigers. And I went into the back of this Jeep, so it's got like you seen that?
Yeah.
It's got, for people that don't know, you got like a glass panel, obviously, like separating you from the line, and then it opens up. The glass opens up, and it's the back of a Jeep that's cut out, and you walk into the Jeep, and you crawl into the front seat, and there's the tiger just on next to the car. Amazing, bro. Like, and you know, mind you, Phoenix, Tori's nephew. He's like wanting to go to the next thing, and I'm like, I held him still. I'm like,
watch
no.
this.
I'm like, look how big that cat's skull is. I'm like,
Yeah.
do you know? And I'm behind him, like, look at those teeth. I'm like, he could crush your skull with like one bite. And then he starts to go like, oh, like how hard do you reckon it bites? I'm like, fucking hard. And it's like it gets off the mound that it was on, and it's paws.
Yeah, massive,
Oven mitts, bro. You know what I mean? And you know, there was a lot of them. There was like 8 tigers in multiple enclosures. The thing that made me laugh though is, can we Google real quick? Why are chimps assholes on the outside of their body? Do you know what I mean? Like baboons. Like I went to the chimp section, right? And there's chimps just like, first of all chimps look angry. They look cross, right? They have their arms like folded and they're like on their knees and they're like this. They're sitting there like this. Like they got in trouble from the teacher. And I'm like, and all of them are doing the same thing. And they're like they're de-licing each other. And I look up top on the platform and there's this chimp with its ass hanging off the edge, but not just its ass, it's literal like asshole, the pink bit was just hanging over the edge, and I was like, Tori, I'm like, this motherfucker has a wizard sleeve for an asshole.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, just quickly, chimpanzees' rectal prolapse occurs when the rectum protrudes from the anus, primarily caused by chronic straining from constipation, poor diet, and high stress levels. So these cunts are shitting and going, like they're full squeeze and hard ass.
They're behind bars. They're in the zoo. They want to escape, and they're like
They're shitting with everything they got. They're trying to get it out.
They probably watched Planet of the Apes. They're like, it didn't go like this in the movie.
They fucking prolapse their asshole from shitting too much.
Fucking hell.
Too hard.
And it's like, we went there, and then later that night, we just went and chilled. We were so spent at the end of that day, man. Like I was like, and then on Sunday, I watched the UFC, mad fights.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's the good fights. And then on the Monday, we're supposed to go for this. Bush hike, but we were just too spent for the weekend.
Knackered, yeah.
But instead of going on the Sunday, instead of going to Wollongong to go beach, we were initially supposed to go before the fights. We couldn't be bothered after the Zoom. We're like, let's just go to Penrith Pondi.
Apparently it's not too bad.
It's not that
Pondi's not bad. But I have this thing. It's like, when I go to the ocean, I'm like, the waves are rolling in. They roll out. Yeah. You can just see past the horizon to no end. And you're like, I could do a shit in this water and no one would know. Yeah. But then when you go to Pondi, right? Penrith Pondi, by the way, is a lake that they've built into like a little beach thing.
They put sand around it.
They put sand around it, yeah. While
pretty cool.
Beach. It is cool. But then
it's just flat, and you see like the grasshoppers and the locusts and shit buzzing around the top of the water.
me and Tori get there, and there's like 40 kids there at least.
Oh,
right?
no.
And I know you got kids, DZ, but me and Tori not being parents yet, I feel like before you're parents, you're less tolerable to kids. I feel like it's only after you have kids where you're like, you gotta. Me and Tori just like, fuck, kids ruin everything. And next minute we go in the water and I'm surrounded by like 30 kids and I'm like Tori, how many of these people are pissing in this lake? Yeah. And then Tori's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, I just added to the list because I'm pissing right now.
Oh my God.
But I'm like, if I as a 31-year-old man pissed in the lake,
and the kids are shitting, vomiting.
The kids are doing whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Their lives.
But they have a lifeguard there on a jet ski because someone drowned there in the first week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently a dad was with his kid. The dad drowned. The kid survived.
What?
They were paddleboarding out in the deep, and then I don't know how this happened.
The guy can't swim.
The guy, first of all, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
learn how to swim, right? But he drowned, so now they've full got a lifeguard, and these kids just went outside the flags, and the guy went in a jet ski and was like, "Hey, if you're going to get outside the flags, put a life vest on." And then he goes, oh, okay. So he's full policing. And I'm like, and I said to Tori, I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like, take your job less serious. And then Tori's like, they literally had a death here in the first week. So they're probably like told to like be on it.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm just like thinking, I think at the end of the day, I'd go there again, but I would definitely choose the beach over the lake, of course. For sure.
It's just handy to have though. Like,
this is nearby. You want to go for a swim?
There's fucking fish in there.
Yeah, well,
there's fish like fucking this big. Well,
that's what I was saying to Tori because I said,
"There's a fishing spots there, like off to the side, maybe."
I've never seen it. I don't know if
they put fish in there because they want it as a natural filtration system.
Filter.
Because I was saying you can piss and shit in there. It's like I said to Tori, what
fish
stops
is eating the shit?
Yeah, legit. Like what stops this lake from just becoming poo and piss? And it's because when every natural lake that happens, and especially when they're using it for a beach or something like that, like Bent's Basin, stuff like other little swimming spots, they put heaps more fish in there if there's not any existing, and they kind of are the cleanup crew for the lake.
No, bro, when I was working at my first asphalt crew, me and the boys, when we used to finish work, we used to go fishing up those ways at Castle Ray because that's where Pondi is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Castle Ray. Yeah. We used to go. There's a few random lakes at Castle Ray where we used to go fishing and shit, and you'd catch. But we'd be going for carp. Yeah. But there's fish in there. Yeah, we used to go fishing all the time.
You might get a 3-eyed one every now and then.
Yeah, you might get one that's
Simpsons fish.
That's eating a log of shit for dinner. You wouldn't eat it, but
you cut it open. It's just like fucking turd.
I was surprised that they're just swimming right next to you and shit. And they're fucking big. They're big fish.
Yeah. You know what kind of fish they look like, or no?
No, I couldn't tell you, but they were fucking big. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. But then once I noticed it, I saw heaps. They were everywhere. I saw them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck, I might take
them right next to you.
Let's take our rods up there, bro.
I don't know if you can though, Penrith. I don't know.
There's no signs, mate. You can fish.
So wait, if the monkey's assholes are hanging out, does it? Wait, because I forgot to ask this question.
Okay.
Does the asshole retract back in? Or
No, it's stuck.
I think it can.
It's hemorrhoids.
But I think in the worst case, it just
they're stuck
prolapses. Yeah, it's a prolapsed asshole. Because humans can get prolapsed assholes. Yeah. But obviously there's medical
but you
stuff.
can put it back in.
Yeah, but like
a monkey can't put it back in?
I mean, maybe that the zoo people are putting it back in, but I mean...
They suck it back up?
Yeah. Yeah, there's just that overexcited zoo person that just starts fingering their asshole voluntarily. It's like, I'm just trying to get it back in. It's like the asshole isn't even prolapsed.
That's a lemur, Joey.
By the way, we saw lemurs. Yeah. The first thing I did, I like to move it. You have to say that when you see a lemur, right? At this point. And then we seen spider monkeys, and there was like 7 spider monkeys, and they all like running. That was the first thing. I think 12 was Tori's favorite because that was the one thing that made Tori go, "Oh shit!" Like because they move with such speed, and it's like, yeah.
Did you see the orangutan?
No orangutans.
Bro, did you see the binturong?
No elephants. They got rid of the elephants.
They got rid of the
you see
elephants.
They got rid of them.
Do you see the binturong?
Is that the?
That's like the tree sloth thing.
Yes, bro.
Every time I've
it's
gone,
a tree bear or cat.
I've never
or something.
seen it. Every time I've gone,
it's the size of a
Yeah,
big dog.
yeah.
and it's just chilling up in the tree. It's the
What?
weirdest animal, man.
bro. I've got me and my wife have gone to Taronga Zoo in the 11 years we've been together. We've gone to
That
Taronga
caught our
Zoo.
attention.
I don't know how many times, and every time I go, the only animal I want to see because I haven't seen it yet is the binturong.
Yeah.
And it's never out. We can't find it.
Yeah, it was up high, and the thing was, the branch that it was on was actually over its enclosure.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
You could just
what
jump
the
out.
Fuck? I'm
Yeah.
like, this thing, and I'm telling you, Daisy, it's the size of like, I don't know if you count the tail, because like the tail itself is like that long.
Yeah.
But if you discount, like, don't
I'll show you a
include
picture.
the tail.
I think I know what it is.
It's
I
probably
think
that big. It looks like a,
They're like lemurs almost. They look
yeah,
like
but bigger.
Like a bigger, slower
bigger.
lemur.
These things are scary looking, cunt.
If that thing,
Yeah.
if that thing was like, if you're up in the tree, I don't know why.
That's not what I thought it was.
I don't know
Yeah.
why you'd be up in the
Binturong.
tree in the rainforest or something. But if you're just, where do they hail from, by the way? But if you're up in the tree randomly,
Wow.
and then that thing comes at you, like, are they aggressive, by the
Nah,
way?
they're very, very shy, apparently.
That's got to be fucking South America or Asia or something.
Yeah, binturong, also known as the bear cat,
The bear cat.
cat.
Yeah.
is native to South and Southeast Asia. It's been assessed as vulnerable on the endangered lists.
Why'd they get rid of elephants?
No, I don't know. You can probably look that up as well.
Elephants.
Yeah, they had the
Yeah,
rhinos in their place.
I'm pretty sure the elephants got moved to the Western Sydney Zoo
Okay.
from Taronga. I'm pretty sure.
And then
They got rhinos. Rhinos.
They
are
got
cooler.
rhinos,
Hasn't been
zebras,
in a while.
giraffes. Giraffes are so like they're kind of boring, but when you look at them, you're like, it's just like an alien horse.
It's fascinating.
yeah,
They're
it's like
crazy.
It's like they got antennas like they're aliens. You know the old school aliens, how they used to draw a cartoon with antennas? They got antennas on their head, almost like they're like, hey, look, we're aliens, you know? Like,
It's horns, isn't it?
well,
Are they
it
horns or they're
sorry,
horns? They
it
look
is-
like
It is
antennas.
horns, but they look like
They got the
antennas.
little balls on them?
Yeah, little balls on the top. But like,
Are they horns? They're not antennas.
they're not actually antennas,
Surely
but
not.
they
They
look
can't
like little like. I swear they look like little balls on top.
What a strange creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So weird.
And like when they'd be mad at eating pussy as well, because when they have like when they wrap their tongue,
blue tongue.
it's like
yeah, that is a weird creature.
yeah.
Oh yeah, so the Taronga Zoo's Asian elephants, they were actually relocated to South Australia. So no, not the Western Sydney
The
Zoo.
Adelaide Zoo.
Yes,
Yep, South Australia. They were moved to join a larger social herd of elephants to
Oh, that's all right.
help improve social needs and try form breeding groups for the endangered
Good on them.
species.
Good on them.
But a zoo with no elephants is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean,
And but the Tasmanian devils have multiplied. Last time I went, there was one, and this time there were three. And apparently
nice.
they're really working on and improving their like because they were going extinct at one point.
Yeah,
Or they were
yeah.
really, but now they're kind
Yeah.
of not as extinct.
Yep, on the come
and
up.
I've actually started to see that. I've actually seen them because usually a lot of and I've seen my first live platypus. I've never seen a platypus live
Yeah.
before. I've always seen it in like cartoons and this and that. And I'm like, what another weird animal. Do you know
crazy.
Bro,
like a
Australia
platypus?
has some weird animals, cunt. That's what the fuck's the Tasmanian,
It's a Tasmanian devil.
It's like a big rat.
like a wombat / sausage dog /
It's like the
rat.
Tasmanian devil / wombat.
Bro, what the heck? It's kind of cute though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're aggressive as
Yeah,
they.
they are. Yeah. And apparently their pulling power is the size. This was a sign on the enclosure. Their pulling power is equivalent to an average male. So
Oh,
like
yeah?
in terms of like they can like pull,
skull drag
like,
ya.
if I
Wow.
can pull you right, that's their force. And
Wow.
their jaw power, their clenching power is strong. I don't mean clenching their ass, their jaw. And also, I've seen one bear. Right, This was actually upsetting me.
Oh, the sun bear or
The sun bear.
The sun bear,
And
yes.
One of them died, and now it's just alone in the enclosure.
by itself, yeah.
And I'm just like,
No, yeah.
I thought you were going to say it died while you were all looking at it. It's
No.
fucking just sitting there dead.
It'd be cool if they had like grizzlies or like a fucking polar bear.
Yeah.
Or like a fucking like the
although a polar bear would be like worse than the jerky penguins in terms
Yeah.
of like,
you can't have a polar
Yeah,
bear
like a
in
polar bear.
Australia, cunt.
I know, but
It's
like,
the hottest country
Yeah.
in the world.
and the snakes, bro. Oh, there's one snake, bro. Look up something python.
Erect.
Erectile
not
python.
erect. It's like
don't look up erect python. You
go
get something else.
rect. Do just rect. RECT or
Reticulated python?
Reticulated python, bro. This thing, the head is like
Yeah.
My palm, not the whole with the finger. And bro, the stuff this thing eats, it's insane, bro. Like, and I'm just thinking, imagine being trapped in its enclosure. Like when I was looking at the tigers, right? It was looking into my soul, one of them, and it's just looking into my eyes, not just into. And it's just on the thing. But I'm telling you, DZ, I'm not tripping. It wasn't looking at my shoulders or my face. It was into my eyes, and I locked eyes with it. And then the only reason this thing wasn't charging, because it knows it's like there's a fence between. I can't get him, but I'm telling you, they're thinking like,
I could fuck you up.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish you'd make a move, you know?
Native to, again, Southeast Asia. It's apparently the world's longest snake, but the third heaviest.
10 meters long it can grow up to.
After the green anaconda and the Burmese python. It's non-venomous, constricting, excellent swimmer. They have been reported being seen far out in the ocean. What? In a boat, and there's this 10 meter long.
You think it's a pool noodle?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, fuck that. Australia has some crazy... I mean, the thing is, half of these creatures aren't even from Australia.
No, that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, real cool.
Yeah,
Real cool.
but I mean, it's always a good time going to the Taronga Zoo. It's a good stay. One day I want to stay at the Dubbo Zoo where you sleep in the same room as the animals, but there's just the glass separating you. So you sleep and you wake up next to cheetahs, or you can choose your animal.
We've been to Dubbo a long time ago.
Yeah.
When we were kids. Don't remember it, but it's a good zoo.
They charge an arm and a leg for the sleep. But did you watch the UFC fights? Going back to the fights?
Yeah.
What did you think about Gaethje beating Paddy?
I was rooting for Paddy, but that was a good fight, man.
Bro.
Paddy
got exposed. Yeah, he got exposed.
Bashed.
Yeah.
He's got a chin on him.
Now he's got a nose on him. Have you seen the size of his nose and his eyes after?
I think it was okay. Like he did all right, man. But like it just he dropped the ball in a couple rounds, but then he brought it back in a couple rounds, and then it's just I don't know. It was a good fight though.
I had Gaethje winning the first two, Paddy winning the third, and Gaethje winning the fourth and fifth. I only had Paddy winning one round. Some judges said he won one. Some judges said he won two, but it was a good set of fights for the first Paramount card.
So now I guess Gaethje versus Topuria, right?
I don't know if they'll do it to him. I hope they
Topuria
don't.
sleeping.
I hope they don't. I hope they do this. I hope they give Gaethje Conor because Gaethje can beat Conor more than he can beat Ilya. And if you last time Justin was interim champ, he had to fight Khabib and he got smashed. So if he's interim now and they give him Ilya, it's kind of like his funeral. Whereas if you give him Conor, he gets the payout that he deserves because he deserves it. But fighting Conor, like payout, right? And he can win. He can also get slept, but he's not going to get killed as much as he is Ilya. Ilya's going to.
But then how do they unify the belt? Eventually they're going to have to fight if he beats Conor, right? If he does. Unless he retires.
I reckon because the money, right? The money, he'll probably get more for fighting Conor than he will fighting Ilya.
Yeah.
Right? So I reckon he'll go, well, I'm the interim champ. I'm going to take the Conor fight for the money rather than... And he'll probably just vacate the interim. Oh, he doesn't have to vacate anything because it's an interim, right? But Ilya will versus Arman, I hope. Or Paddy.
Yeah.
Imagine Conor versus Paddy. English versus Ireland.
Yeah.
A lot of people were upset that Arman didn't get that.
Yeah, of course.
Instead of Paddy.
He should have.
But Dana doesn't like Arman apparently.
He does it because he headbutted Dan Hooker at the weigh-ins before it broke fractured his nose apparently. I'm going to the UFC card next week as well, next Sunday.
Is it next Sunday?
This Sunday.
Fuck, yeah. Who's on that one?
Dan Hooker's fighting Fazeev, I think.
Yep.
And Rufy's versing...
Fazeev.
I don't know. I'm getting confused with the fights, but...
Is Whitaker's not on?
No, not Whitaker.
Not Whitaker.
Dan Hooker, Alex Volkanovski...
Ty
is fighting this Teixeira dude, this Brazilian dude.
Ty Serra. I think Ty will lose again.
Yeah, I think he will. I think if he takes it to the ground. Yeah. But it'll be fun, man. I'm keen to... I hope Bruce Buffer comes, but usually they get this fucking dope to come to Australia because Bruce is too smart to fly to Australia.
Yeah.
And they just give us the Bruce from Wish. You know what I mean? The Bruce Buffer from Wish. And he's like, instead of like, it's time, it's like, it's time. It's like, it's not as good, eh? When Bruce Buffer passes... That'll be like, he's like the David Attenborough of UFC in terms of like, David Attenborough is the UK's treasure, right? The fighting world, that's Bruce Buffer.
Yeah.
And that story's crazy, isn't it? His fucking stepbrother or something, the boxing
Michael
legend
Buffer.
guy.
Yeah. He's like, let's get ready to rumble. Yeah.
Yeah, but
What about you, These? What's been happening, man?
Oh, not much, man. Same old, same old.
Yeah, just fucking grind. I can't really fucking.
This has been the longest intro to a podcast. We're still asking.
It's good thing because there's no questions anyway. So,
well then that works out.
Yeah, we're
we'll
chilling,
go to
man.
the news. Yeah, all right.
Something. I hate this, man. I'm so bad with this. Is blank. I bet you there's shit in there. I could, whip out, but I don't know, man. I'm good, bro. Just tugging away. My work situation's changing, so I should be here like normal.
Okay.
But
Changing
we'll
by doing same shifts, but just not
no,
Wednesdays.
something else. It's a different job, bro.
Oh.
It's just, but it'll be day shift.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. Just music, all that shit.
I'm going to try.
Have you heard of this movie? Sorry, I haven't seen it yet. Called Primate.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I showed Tori the trailer, knowing full well. You know how you know your partner so much, where you know that like we're into the same movies, but we're also into very different movies as well. And this is one of those movies.
She's not interested in the slightest.
I just thought maybe if she sees the trailer, I can just get her. I can just get her to go fuck it. And anyway, I was watching the trailer with her. And I was like, I've already watched it, but I was like watching like this. And do you know you're showing someone something and you're watching their reaction?
Like it? Yeah.
Anyway, I see the screen goes black and there's about to be a jump scare on the trailer. And then in the reflection of my phone, I see her face like this. like looking at the phone, unimpressed as fuck.
Like,
and I
just
start cracking up. And she goes, "What makes you think I would be okay with watching a horror movie about a chimp?"
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
imagine it's got a prolapsed asshole.
I just watch it for that.
Yeah, it's just dragging it around. So remember last week I brought a complaint about Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a clip, right? I'm gonna play this clip on the YouTube so you guys can see as well. This is why I have a problem with this guy, right? So he had some Aussie guy on there. I haven't seen this
James
podcast.
McMahon
And the guy's trying to show him the funny clip about Bob Catter, how he's going on about the gays, and then he switches to the crocodile attacks. It flies completely over Joe Rogan's head. Watch this video, right? And don't tell me this guy's a fucking banana. Look at this shit. Right? This shit, I couldn't believe it.
He's talking about gay marriage, and he turns it into talking about crocodiles.
No.
Oh, Bob Catter, crocodile. This is my favourite. He wins his Far North Queensland seat every year. He's not in any party, but he's like, let 1,000 blossoms bloom. Oh yeah.
Let me hear it.
I mean, people are entitled to their sexual proclivities. I mean, let there be 1,000 blossoms bloom as far as I'm concerned. But I ain't spending any time on it because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
Person is torn apart by a crocodile in North Queensland? Is that true?
I believe it.
Jesus
Christ. He's talking about gay.
Completely. But goes over his head.
Yeah.
He wasn't even he wasn't even watching the video.
Yeah.
Like this cunt.
Yeah.
I would have got my shit and left.
Oh
like,
my
he's not
God.
even listening to the joke, man.
He
Like,
takes it too serious.
yeah. Like, fuck me.
That is
dude.
pretty funny to go straight from like, it's almost like there's much more serious matters in the world.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
just
yeah.
goes straight to a crocodile.
Like at the video of the fucking the New Year celebration, the news anchor, and the New York board drops, and there's like the camera goes to a couple kissing, and then he's like, "Oh yeah,
it's two dudes.
We're all celebrating," and then it changes to two dudes hooking up, and then it changes back to the news guy, and he goes, "Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing?" He's trying to play it off like he wasn't about to say, "What the fuck." It's fucking funny. Have you seen it? Bro, I'll show you. He saved himself hard. Ready, hold on.
You gotta play it.
Good track. I put this on the YouTube as well.
Yeah, live makeouts on SportsCenter. Get into it. Oh, what do we got? We got love in the air.
Oh, what do we got? Oh.
He didn't even make any sense though. He tried to save himself, but the save didn't even make sense. Oh my God.
He's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Oh my gosh, man. Oh, well, we've got no questions, huh?
No. Well, I can double check, but I don't think so.
Have a quick little look-see piece.
Have you seen the fucking Netflix? Apparently, they
when you're just watching movies and shit, apparently they're getting people to like repeat the plot because people aren't paying attention when they're watching movies and shit.
What do you mean?
Did you hear this?
They're getting people to recap it after.
Like in the movies, when you get a Netflix deal, they tell you when you're making a movie, they're like, make sure you repeat the plot multiple times in the movie because people are dumb and they're on their phones while they're watching the movie and shit, so they're not paying that much attention.
Yeah, well,
so they get you to the actors
bro.
literally repeating the plot over and over again.
See, that's for the window lickers of the world that are actually just they're not intelligent. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't
cater to them.
Yeah, you can't cater to the slowest person all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I personally hate when the plot is spelled out for me. And I've said this before on the pod. I hate trailers that spoil the plot because they think, oh, they need to know what it's about. Because you know what I mean? The best trailers are the ones that get you going, well, what's that about? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of the plot repeating, that's.
I think Matt Damon mentioned it on Joe Rogan, I think, as well, that they're doing that now. So it's like in the future, what are movies? Is that shit like the Interstellar and shit, like Shutter Island? Is that shit?
No, that's not going to exist.
Yeah, you're not going to have them trippy ass fucking movies.
They're going to tell you the twist at the start and be like, but I'll show you where it originated.
And they'll tell you again in the middle and then at the end as well.
That's fucking
Like,
stupid.
by the way, don't forget, we are doing this thing because we have to stop this guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. We are doing this thing and then we're stopping this guy. Why are you doing that? I'm picking this up because we have to stop that thing. Remember, we're doing that. That's how they're getting people to fucking spell out.
I don't think that's going to...
You can't keep catering, like you said, to the slowest person because it just... Fuck these people. You're not watching tough tits.
Unless they develop a thing. You know how they have like the kids... They have kids accounts. They have like special accounts. If people actually have legit like autism or this and that, maybe it's like it's upward from the kids. It's not kids. It's like a bit more, graphic.
Locked
but it's
behind
like,
an IQ test.
Yeah.
Well, that'll take us to...
Yeah, the news, I suppose.
We return to today's episode of ESPN, where we do not want men kissing on the camera.
I have always loved that intro for the news.
It's iconic now. It's very, very, very iconic. All right, Joey, you're gonna have to carry again, Fun the God, because I'm telling you, since Dylan's off TikTok, I'm struggling.
Let me start.
I even went on his YouTube and I can't find any shorts and shit.
Really?
I think he's back.
Is he back on TikTok?
I think he's back. Yeah, he's back. Okay. He had a bit of a mishap. TikTok banning a lot of people, which is a topic in of itself, by the way. Apparently, this isn't written down on anything, but apparently TikTok has been the worst lately for monetizing people and shadow banning them to the shadow realm. So,
by the way, I forgot the laptop again, so I'm on my phone.
He's texting someone. How rude in between a pod.
Cunt.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people have come out and said they've had their accounts either taken down or posts is like ghosted from other people's.
Honestly, I haven't posted on TikTok in ages, but it's probably for the better because I probably would have been banned by now.
Yeah,
I feel like some of the shit I say on my Instagram, like I don't give a fuck. I just say whatever. Like I fucking. Right,
it's like Steve will do it. Have you seen that cunt, bro? He full says the N-word and shit all the time. He does not care.
What?
He doesn't give a fuck.
That's crazy though, right?
He loves it.
I probably wouldn't last on TikTok. I'd probably get banned straight away.
That's probably the one thing I'm like, I can't fuck with. Like white people saying that, I'm like, oh, that's.
But people like he hangs out with more black people than
How come he's got a pass?
But there's always black people that don't know him that would take offense to it. That's the troubling thing.
The people who have a pass don't have a pass and they don't give a fuck. That's the thing. He doesn't have a pass at all. He doesn't give a fuck.
Or he could be some incel like Aiden Ross and just fucking think you got a pass and really you're just a...
I want a pass, man. I'm Latino. Come on. I'm basically black. Look,
that's always been strange to me as well because it's like
Latinos say it all the time. Latino rappers and shit.
A Latino's a person. And
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Fat Joe is the whitest Latino ever as well, right?
Pitbull is whiter than us. Yeah, Pitbull's literally white as fuck.
Yeah,
it depends though. I think that's like
are they people of color? Like Latinos, people of color?
It's like
not really.
No,
the ones who usually
look dusty.
The ones who usually say the N-word.
Got caught in a storm, a dust storm.
Yeah, like a dust bowl.
It's usually like the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans. The Central American Latinos.
Central American Latinos.
Like the ones close to Florida, they're usually the ones that go around saying N-word and shit. And
let me know if I have a pass, please, my friends, in the comments. All right. I would like to start saying it.
Let me hit my first actual news point here. Trump's new Greenland deal.
Yes.
Trump has backed off his earlier hardline approach. He ruled out using military force to seize Greenland and cancelled planned tariffs on European NATO allies that were linked to his Greenland push. Instead, he announced a framework for a future deal on the Arctic with NATO and at the World Economic Forum in Davos. The framework does not involve the US acquiring sovereign control of Greenland. Denmark's government has clearly stated that Greenland is not for sale. Greenland and Danish leaders remain opposed to ceding territory. What might actually be negotiated going forward is increased US military access or cooperation. Example, land around the existing space base that US have had there since like the 1950s, or an expanded NATO role in Arctic security, plus possible involvement in mining and defense infrastructure. But details are not finalized. But there's two takes that people are saying, right, about Trump coming hard for Greenland and then kind of backing off. There's the taco take, which is like apparently stands for Trump always
counter offers.
No, like Trump always like backs out or like something out.
Yep.
Trump talked big, taking Greenland and tariffs, then backed off when it got serious. Critics say it was never realistic, and he settled for basically the status quo while spinning it as a win. But the other side says negotiation tactic take, which I've used my whole life when asking for a pay rise and that, or anything to get more money in the world. This is my fucking... Apparently he wrote a book on this, but I've known about this, so it makes more sense for me on option B. Ready? Trump opened... So the negotiation tactic take is that Trump opened with an extreme position to gain leverage, knowing full well that full takeover was unlikely. The real aim was narrower. So basically ask for more when you really want less, because then you can easily ask for less.
Okay.
Like he wasn't really... There's the take that he wasn't really thinking that he's just going to go in there guns blazing, even after Venezuela, and just take everything. But he had everyone freaking out, right? Like after Venezuela, he had people... Then they could bend the knee easier than... You know what I mean? Like when I go for a pay rise, Patty's probably listening to this. When I go for my pay rise soon, I'm going to be like... I'm going to ask for fucking... They're going to laugh. They're going to be like... and I'm like, fine. This. No, this. When really I want this. But if they stop at this, I'm above that already. So within reason. You can't be a dead shit worker.
I want $90 an hour.
You can't be a janitor cleaning shit stains off the toilet and you're like, hey, I want $1,000 an hour.
Yeah.
But like that's what I think makes more sense. Like maybe I think it's hard because option A is probably from the left. And it's hard when it's the left or the right talking about the opposite person.
Option B will be from the right.
Trump cowered out. He doesn't speak like someone who's a coward, right?
Yeah.
He definitely does shit that's a bit less cowardly and more just kind of obnoxiously fucking loud. But I just feel like he wouldn't just cower out. I think it would have been more negotiation. And that's my take.
Yeah.
Not making it political. I just think if I was Donald Trump, what would I do? And that seems like a pretty good tactic because now they've always had a military base there, which I didn't even know. Apparently in the 1950s.
They got a few of them. Since World War II,
But apparently now they can actually... It's pretty crazy that they can mine in a sovereign country without even having a war, which is crazy, right? Like imagine a country now in 2026, the start of 2020, another country can go, we got access to mining there, right? And they're like, yeah. Or because he kind of went, I'm going to take over Greenland.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's definitely gone the business tactic. But again, it's just fucking card with this cunt because he literally the other week did kidnap some cunt's president.
Yeah.
So you're like,
but that's what I mean. Like, where him not cowering. I don't think he cowered out of taking Greenland. I just think he knew it was
never going to happen.
It was never going to happen. But he's like, after Venezuela, he probably capitalized and just went, hey. And it's just funny that like people are... Without having any, I don't know what's needed to take another country, probably like the UN or whatever. Balls. But it's like they're just going straight away after Venezuela. Everyone's like, shit, we're all on. And you see on this speech he done, he kept calling Greenland Iceland accidentally. He did. But you bet your ass Iceland was in there going, oh my God, is he going to come for us as well? But he actually meant Greenland. Which is pretty hilarious because he was coming for that country.
What
and he
the
doesn't
fuck?
even...
They don't have teleprompters or he's not reading that?
Do you think that guy uses the teleprompter. That guy is like, he could have been in WWE back if he was like, if he was young and in shape, he should have followed
been a great
WWE.
wrestler.
Yeah.
He was in WWE a couple times. Remember, he used to fight.
He shaved Vince McMahon's head.
They definitely endorse him. It's kind of like UFC, same realm, right?
Well, I think it's definitely just because he wrote that book, Art of the Deal, which is his whole life he's been doing that.
Right.
And it's like,
and it works.
I think
to a certain extent.
That Mark Root cunt fucking from the UN. He was saying America does this shit because America has all the leverage, and he's like, look, good luck to the people that think they can defend themselves without America. He was saying like to Europe, he's like all the European countries that are saying we don't need Trump in America, and shit. He's like, well, good luck, you know. Like
they might not need Trump, but they need America.
Oh,
and at the end of the day,
he's steering the ship.
He's steering the ship for now.
Mate, I'll be the first to tell you, if anything happened to Australia, I'll be fingers crossed looking at the news, hoping America sends the troops over, because we're fucked otherwise.
Yeah.
We are fucked.
We're like
you know what I mean? We're sitting ducks out here.
We're the training level guys that have not had any experience.
Like nothing.
Since the Anzacs or something, right?
Yeah.
We've had no physical experience in the field. My brother-in-law used to be in the army, and then he left. Now he's a cop because he realized he was being wasted in the army, and he was I'm not actually doing anything. We're waiting for a war that will never come.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we just live for the American news in terms of their army.
Don't
and
they
shit.
go to like Africa and shit and like fucking like help out in fucking countries like that, third world countries and shit, and like build infrastructure and shit? The army, isn't that what they fucking do?
Like Australia?
Yeah,
maybe, but
like
not.
they go
My
like
brother-in-law
fucking-
wasn't doing that.
Yeah,
though.
no, it depends what. Yeah,
Yeah, I think if he was doing that, you could feel like you had some purpose. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think he was just literally like
sitting around.
Yeah,
fuck, about getting paid a monster.
I just Googled quickly, were there Australian troops in World War II? Yes, almost 1 million men and women served in World War II, man. That is fucking crazy. Fighting the powers in Europe, the Mediterranean, North Africa, and the Pacific.
Did they give us a small land to like keep hold of? Like they probably would have been like, all right, America, you guys take that big land, and Australia, you get a football field size land to control.
No, well, I mean, 1 million troops is a lot.
Yeah.
So apparently, in North Africa, there was multiple army divisions, the 6th, 7th, and 9th battalions.
1 million's a lot, especially in 1940s. That's a shitload.
That's a lot of people. And then
Australia probably had a tiny population back then.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Damn,
actually.
man, that's fucking
Really?
actually
Yeah,
crazy.
that's wild.
Bro, rest in peace to all the soldiers, man.
Yeah, I feel like I'm disrespecting our army. No disrespect, but it's just.
I didn't think it was that many.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like maybe 100,000 troops, but fucking 1 million men and women, bro. That's crazy.
Well, Trump upset the fucking. Did you see the?
Yeah,
the
he
UK,
retracted his statement.
because the UK troops. He said,
didn't do
what'd he
nothing
say?
in Afghanistan.
Yeah,
or
they
some
didn't do
shit.
nothing in
Yeah.
Afghanistan, but they actually did, and they lost a lot of people. And then
Yeah, there was like hundreds of deaths and shit.
Prince Harry or whoever the fuck, one of the princes made a statement like saying, "Well, we actually, did," and then Trump actually retracted what he said, He's
Which
like,
is rare.
Yeah,
So
which
you
is
know-
rare.
you know that he said the rare.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad fuck up.
Yeah,
but
he fucked up saying that.
Speaking of this cunt, did you see he supposedly confirmed that discombobulator fucking weapon?
Yeah, he said,
we were
we
talking
can't
about?
talk about it. Can't talk about it.
That was very good.
But he's basically he teased it and then said he can't talk about
like
it.
a cartoon
Special weapon.
equivalent.
We have weapons no
Yeah,
one
yeah.
else has,
Yeah.
but
Can't
it's a
talk about
secret.
it.
Apparently, this discombobulator actually misfires their weapons. Like their weapons don't work.
Yeah, that
Apparently-
turns off
so it
EMP.
doesn't just fuck your brain up and you make your nose bleed. Apparently, they couldn't get off any
Shots
That's
off.
why none of them died because.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
See, and people actually think they have a chance against that country, bro. If they really wanted to, they could just start invading people like what Hitler did. You know what I mean? No one's gonna stop them, bro.
Yeah.
China not gonna stop them. Russia's not gonna stop them. The only person that could put up a fight would be China by sheer numbers. But in terms of tech and shit, nah, man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, bro. That's what I'm saying. You know that age-old saying, I'd rather be friends with the bully
Yeah.
than be bullied by the bully, man. Fuck, let America do what they want. Just let
Leave
me
us out of it.
Let me stay here. Like
Yeah.
the second they then say we need Australian troops, that's when you go,
like, what
shit.
for?
Yeah, like really?
Is there a
you
case
sure?
of Great Northern in it for
You
us?
guys have the discombobulator. You guys don't need us. Like, you know what I mean? I was watching a video on what the discombobulator actually does, and the technology behind it actually sounds like unbelievable. Like what it actually does.
Yeah, what does it do inside that skull of ours?
In the doco, the little mini doco I was watching, it was something along the lines of it shoots electric magnetic pulses, but what it was doing is it once the pulses penetrate the human skull, it goes through the bone and the tissue in your skull and actually goes into the water or like the liquid in your brain and starts that's what starts rumbling and all the liquid in your brain's all
Does it cause long-term effects or anything like that?
It didn't actually say if there was long-term effects. Well, let me see if I can...
Because I wonder if like... I almost want someone to try the weapon out on me, but only if it's like for a moment.
You become a vegetable.
For a momentary thing, you know? Yeah, if I'm left there just like dribbling and shit, like for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that is kind of scary.
Bro, it's so
and
scary.
because it's invisible. Like a gun, you can see the gun being pointed, you hear the trigger, but if someone just holds this thing, like I wonder what it is, like a big kind of...
Bro, no, the way it works
thing.
apparently was they flew towards Maduro's house. They flew like it was 2 or 3 Black Hawk helicopters or Chinook helicopters. They opened the slide, like in Stranger Things, they opened the sliding door and it was a dude with a big death ray shooting pulses of magnetic energy going... like some Star Wars shit. That's what the discombobulator is. And apparently the Venezuelan troops, before they even knew what was happening, they're all dropping their guns, bleeding from their noses, headaches and shit. And apparently the Delta Force landed, only 20 of them against 100 troops. They just walked in. So as you're there all fucked up, and they're probably just going,
That
bang,
is crazy.
That's crazy,
That's what I'm saying. And people online actually, like, that's why I always say, if you're we're us Westies, we're good. It sounds fucked up, but we're sweet. Like, we're friends with the bully. Like, imagine if you're that's what I was saying. Like, it's so
Kinda.
fucked up.
I don't think
like,
Trump likes Albo. I mean,
yeah. But I mean, in terms of like allies, we're allies.
Yeah.
But imagine being one of Maduro's guards, right? You've never seen action before, or you're just doing it for a job. You just want to go home to your wife and kids. You're just on another guard duty night shift. You're having a cigarette, and all of a sudden your head feels like it's about to explode, and you just see fucking Black Hawk helicopters coming towards you. American soldiers dropping down. You're sitting there trying to fight, and you're like, "Oh my god!" And then bang,
and you're hearing Rari's and rolls.
I wonder if, like, when you're down there and you're in pain, I wonder if it's like it becomes paralytic and like you're not always in pain, or I wonder if you're just like you're straining in agony and you're not even like, do you know what I'm saying? Like you're not even wondering like. It's not like a paralytic where you're calm and you're like, what's happening? And you're like, or are you just like too distracted, like something's just...
Yeah.
That shit's terrifying. I've always thought, like, imagine if aliens came down, right? And what would be the worst is they were like in your brain telepathic and like they just didn't turn it off. Like it was just stuck there forever. And that's like what this thing, imagine being in a room, a torture device, and it's just constant. And you won't die, but it just
Well, they could use
off.
it as a torture device, right?
And if he's talking about this and revealing details now, right? The minimal details he is.
Imagine what they're working on right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. They've already moved on to the next thing.
Exactly.
Because I wonder how long they've had this for.
This is probably 20 years old now at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder if they've used it in past, like...
it's pretty freaky though.
Either past wars or past like operations that...
Because
surely there's more covert stuff that doesn't even ever reach the surface, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to play a quick little snippet of the video because I literally can't find info online. So they're probably fucking like not putting as much stuff on there. But there's a video that explains it is believed to operate similarly to technology behind the Havana syndrome, affecting the brain through pulsed radio frequency energy. Victims reportedly experience intense, invisible war of sound or vibration that feels like it originates from inside their own skulls.
Oh, fuck. So it sounds like what you were saying where it fucks with the fluid in your brain.
Yes.
Like,
the device can overstimulate the inner ear, the cochlea, and vestibular system, resulting in severe vertigo, dizziness, and intense nausea.
so you might vomit, or you feel like you're gonna vomit.
Witnesses described the sensation as feeling like their heads were going to explode from the inside, leading to instant incapacitation, the inability to move or breathe, or even the ability to think or react to the incoming troops.
Oh yeah, because you're too worried about you
can't even. You're all fucked up and shit.
Yeah. Discombobulated.
You're literally discombobulated, bro. Like,
hopefully his border peace works out well then.
Yeah,
it's fucking.
Know what I'm saying? Like, and the funny part too is that Xi Jinping and Putin are probably sitting there scratching their heads, going, "Shit."
You see, Elon Musk had a joke. He's like, "Border peace, is that like PIECE, like peace of Venezuela?" piece of Greenland.
Yeah. What a nerd! What a nerd joke that.
Yeah, I know. And he was allowed. It allowed us laugh in the room as well.
But
like rich guy laugh.
But Putin joined supposedly the border peace. He's putting up the $1 billion. It's $1 billion to join.
He's probably seen the discombobulator and was like, "Yeah, that's it."
Yeah, they're full doing this Gaza thing, rebuilding it. They got plans and they're putting forward plans and shit to put all the resorts and everything.
You, man, it's all part of part of the shtick.
Yeah,
man.
I'll tell you what's weird about that.
They're all in on it, bro.
Yes.
They are all in on it, bro.
How can you be sipping a fucking mojito on Gaza, right? Years later,
on a bit of rubble.
You can still hear the screams.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, isn't that weird? Like, it's capitalism at its finest.
It is weird, but the other thing is I see people in the comments going, "This is so wrong, this is bad," and people reply to the comments like, "All right, well, let's just let them keep fighting there in rubble for 100 years. What are you supposed to do?
No,
just leave it a
but
rubble wasteland?
Can you recreate?
It is weird.
Can you recreate homes and
like
fucking
a
make
normal
it suburbia?
suburb? Like a normal place. But
why do you have to make it like something where like
luxury?
Like the big people get money off.
Put homes.
That makes it sound like it was a plan. But if they just went, no, we're just going to rebuild and mad parks for kids and try to create peace, even though there's never going to be peace there. That's the problem, right? You can't just create a new suburb, next minute it gets blown up again.
The same thing. Yeah.
But then what? Isn't there just going to be fucking war on the hotel front?
But you know, actually, to be devil's advocate though, I just thought of this. If look at places like Dubai, super wealthy, where money is, or who lives there, all the rich billionaires. Who's not going to get into any trouble? Rich billionaires, right? So if all the rich money is there in Gaza, it's not going to get blown up. If you think about it, because they won't allow that to happen. It just doesn't happen.
Of course.
So if you think of it that way, if you want to save the land, it might not be a bad idea to put a lot of money there.
No. It's the only option for a place like Gaza. You have to build something there, but it's
it's going to be hard to enjoy.
Go Gaga for Gaza.
Yeah, what was the cost? You know what I'm saying? It's like this has been happening for so long. Social media has now blown it out of its...
Blown Gaza out of proportion.
Literally blown it out of proportion, but to the point like... I don't mean it as in like it's overreacted, but I'm saying like... We always talk about this. You got us in the middle, who are just chilling, 80% of us, and then there's the 20% far left, far right, or left and right, and it's just such a skewed version of events. They got no idea what's actually happened, but this shit's been happening for 100 years now. They've been fighting over there, bombing each other, fucking destroying buildings and shit, right? But then it's like you said, you're still going to hear the screams while you're sipping your pina colada, but then it's like what you're saying is what you can't just leave it. Why are you just going to leave it as rubble?
Yeah.
But it's like, what do you build there? Well, no matter what they build there, it's going to be judged. You could literally build schools, hospitals, houses, and you will find a group of people out there that will complain. Somehow, somewhere, for some reason, they will complain. Go, nah, they should have put universities instead, and then yada, yada, yada. And it's like, bro, oh my God, all right.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But it's like, but it is they're all in on it.
I tell you what's weird, right?
I reckon Trump called Maduro and said, dude, I want to try to go for Greenland. So let me just come kidnap you. We'll leave you. A couple of your dudes might die. You'll be unharmed. We'll slip you some pay. In a year's time, when everyone forgets about this, you go back to doing whatever the fuck you're doing, and I'm going to do my shit with Greenland and scare the fuck out of him. Maduro's probably there off his guts on coke, Mexican music. It's like, yeah, fuck it. I'll take, $100,000 US. That's like 20 million Venezuelan peso.
But what would he get? What would he get for
money?
So you just get a payout for doing
that.
I feel like
I'll do that shit. I was like, come kidnap me, motherfucker.
I feel like no one's gonna forget what happened though. Like if Maduro just got set free, like they're just gonna be like,
what are they gonna do with him? He's gonna rot in a prison cell. They're gonna let him go at some point, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, true.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'll tell you what,
all in on it.
And I'll tell you what it is. I didn't think of as well. They're not just taking over the oil; they've taken over the drugs that he was running as well.
Cocaine, the oil, the land.
Because they're like, we put him away because he was running drugs, and it's like, you think they're just bidding the drugs? Like,
yeah,
they're just throwing him out in the trash.
They're just doing what they did in the 80s, and they're going to resell it on the street.
Well, or they're going to take the cocaine, they're going to turn it into bricks, and they're going to use that to build Gaza with the bricks from the cocaine bricks, and they'll rebuild.
They're going to create the Donald Trump hotel
out of fucking gold cocaine bricks. Fucking hell.
Okay, we got more football voodoo. Senegal beat Morocco 1-0 in extra time.
Bro, did you see this shit?
Yeah. They beat Morocco 1-0 in extra time to win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations final in Rabat.
Yeah.
The match was extremely chaotic. A late penalty was awarded to Morocco after a long video ref review that angered Senegal's team, who briefly walked off the pitch
They all went back to the fucking sheds.
Before returning to finish the game.
What?
There were also controversial moments like goalkeeper towel incidents where Moroccan ball boys reportedly took Senegal's goalkeeper's towels, which are important in wet conditions, leading to frustration and violent exchanges on the field. After Senegal's win, a Moroccan politician publicly accused Senegal of using magic and voodoo to influence the match, even suggested that the referee be put on trial for returning play after Senegal's initial walk-off.
Yeah, I think that's dodgy. They shouldn't have.
On social media, that's weird. On social media, some fans and commentators spread the idea that actions like the towel taking were connected to supernatural tactics. For example, trying to prevent juju or witchcraft from aiding Senegal. However, these claims obviously are rumored, not confirmed fact, and stem from heated online debate rather than evidence.
How did they win?
So it was the score was 0-0, and then in the 100th minute or some shit, Morocco got awarded a penalty, right? So Senegal got the shit, and I'm not gonna lie, I watched the video. It's a pretty. I don't think it was a penalty,
but Senegal won.
But they didn't score the penalty. Morocco didn't score.
Listen to this, right? Typical soccer. The Senegal defender touched the Moroccan guy on the shoulder, like to try bounce off him, and he's fallen over, pretending. I think I'm calling a dive,
but that's unheard of. That's not unheard of.
It's not unheard of. I'm calling a dive. I don't think it was a penalty. It was a weak as piss, right? So then all the drama happens. They're all about the fight. Senegal team, they all walk to the sheds and protest. But Sadio Mane, the captain, who used to play for Liverpool, again, congratulations to Senegal, by the way. He stayed on the field and goes, nah, come back. Like, he's trying to get his team to come back, right? So after 20 minutes, they come back, right? Which, again, controversy. People are saying that the game should have ended if they left the field, right?
That's what I think.
Right, but whatever. Then, this is the icing on the cake, right? Morocco, at this point, have the win. They all come back to take the penalty. What do you think the guy from Morocco taking the penalty does?
Miss it.
Instead of hitting it low and hard, he tries to do the whole little skips up to it, the little tiny Paneka chip down the middle. And the keeper doesn't even move and just catches the ball. And everyone's like screaming and throwing shit at him and shit. And everyone's like, you're fucking kidding me. And then Senegal score and win.
I saw the penalty actually, but I didn't know it was this match. Yeah, I saw that, and people were saying what a stupid penalty it was.
What an idiot. What an idiot.
How did Senegal score though? Just like a run, like a...
that was a cracker goal. It was just like a out of the box screamer. They just ran back to the other end of the field and
off the penalty.
Wow. So not off the penalty, but not long after the penalty.
So if Senegal wins the World Cup coming up, then we'll know it's black. Imagine that, like a team like fucking Senegal or like Haiti wins or something.
You want to talk about
like monkey heads hanging on their fucking...
You want to talk about monkey heads?
Monkey assholes hanging out.
Yeah, prolapsed assholes just in a ring. Sorry, I'm just thinking about prolapsed assholes. You want to think about your voodoo, like sore losers, like the team that is like, it's voodoo. It's like, bro, just take the elbow.
Morocco, they do this every time. They did it in the World Cup, right? When they were against Portugal, they were like laughing at Ronaldo getting knocked out and shit. And then they ended up getting beat the next game. Like, and they're all online. They're very like vocal about it, but they never win.
Yeah.
It's like being so vocal, but you always get knocked out of the competition. The guy, all he had to do was hit the ball.
Yeah.
And he fucking chips it down.
But to be fair, I've been in that situation before when I played soccer. And it's, bro, the pressure you feel, like you're pretty close. You're 10 feet from the goalie.
Yeah.
So and the thing is, you're expected to score. Yeah. And the keeper's not expected to save it. So automatically the pressure is on you as a kicker. Even though from the sideline, you're like, I can get that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times you do, but then so much more than you think, you don't get it. And then it's like, I've kicked it where I haven't done like a little chip like he done it, but I've kicked it where I've been aiming for, I'm like, I'll go for the left or the right. Or sometimes I look at the left and then I actually go to the right. But then sometimes you look either side, try to trip him out. But then I've gone for one side, but then I kicked it straight at him and he hasn't moved. Those ones are the worst. Yeah. When he doesn't even have to dive and he just gets it in the guts, like, and you're like, fuck, you know what I mean? But
I remember once when I was in high school, I was on good terms of my PE teacher, and he was a soccer coach at the time. He's a really good guy, man. I actually still see him every now and then, which is fucking trippy. He was a real cool teacher. So of course, naturally, I was on the team, right? The soccer team. I remember we made it to. We were playing like, not this. I don't know what the fuck they called it. It was like a state cup where it was like different schools versing, and we made it to like the final, and then if we had won that, we progressed to like, I think it was like a not international, like a national one where you travel around Oz and play and shit, bro. And we were versing like a sport high school. So these cunts were like, you know, like the sport jock nerds. Like all they did was sport, bro. And it was a cracker game. Hey, we ended up doing, I think it was 1-1, and then it ended up going to penalty shootout. Bro, we were doing penalties for fucking ages, right? And it gets to the point where it's my turn to take the penalty. But if I score, we win and progress. Oh. And I was like, fuck. Hit the penalty. I hit it well. But this guy pulled out of his ass the most miracle, like Buffon save, where I've gone top right. It's going perfectly to the top right pocket. And this cunt, his feet have not left the ground all game. And then for my penalty, he just goes... Full does the one-handed goalkeeper dives and saved it.
Wow.
Saved it with one hand out of the top right pocket. And I was like...
Crazy.
And none of us, we all just went,
yeah,
he saves that? Yeah. I'm like, I was like, even the teacher was like, how did he pull that off? Yeah. And then the next one, if they scored, they won, and they scored it. Yeah. And I was like...
So it was all your fault.
It was my fault. I'm like... I was like, what the fuck?
They used voodoo.
Bro, he's literally using monkey heads behind the goal. And even the teacher was like, bro, that's just unlucky. He's like, yeah, I've never seen a kid pull it. And he was a short guy. He was like my height. And he's just gone...
I reckon there'd be no better feeling than if you're a keeper and you pull it off and everyone goes like claps and shit. Yeah. Because like I said, you're not expected to save those things.
I was shocked. I was like, damn.
I played goalkeeper when I was played soccer, and there's one save I always remember so fondly, like the full-on dive. It wasn't top corner or anything, but it was like fucking like shot, and I was like sort of forward, like out the box almost, and then like kind of came back and dived, and a full saved it, fucking cracker ass, and then went to a corner, and I remember just thinking, fuck. I can't believe that just happened. Like, no one's talking about this or what? Yeah. Like, and you know, like the strikers and everyone gets the fucking credit and shit. But I'm just thinking, like,
no one, unless you save the game,
penalty. If it's a penalty or something, yeah. But keeper was the funnest position, man. That shit was the best.
I had a crazy Italian guy that was my first. I started when I was 6, and that was my first year playing soccer. And he was the rare coach because usually you don't have positions when you're 6 years old. But he was like very like, oh, you like keeper? And I'm like, oh, I guess. And he goes, you play keeper this year. And I'm like, okay. I didn't realize he meant like the whole year. But he made me play keeper the whole year. But I got very good at keeper. Like when I was doing training, he would just like have me first like dive from my knees, get used to it, and then go from the knees to the feet. Yeah. And then he'd just have me drilling. And I was like, this is so boring. But I ended up being an all right keeper. And then I realized it's no fun and I want to get out there. And
you got good height for a keeper too. Like
it's not bad.
Morocco have reportedly submitted a petition to FIFA and the CAF requesting Senegal to be stripped of the AFCON trophy and that the title should be awarded to Morocco.
They should just do a rematch.
The petition cites Article 82 stating that a team that withdraws from a match is considered to have lost, meaning Morocco want the title awarded to them. But
did they withdraw or leave the field?
The only loophole in that one is
the captain stayed on the field.
Someone stayed on the field. So I don't think it counts because I have seen instances in FIFA before where apparently, so I didn't know this. I don't know if this is still a rule, but a couple of years ago, it was during the World Cup, the last World Cup. A team scored. I think just say Portugal, just because we all know who Ronaldo is, right? Portugal scored. And the whole team, including the keeper and the substitutes and shit, all ran to a corner flag to celebrate because they're all excited, obviously. But the captain of the team, again, this is why they're the captain, stayed in the pitch. And I was like, that's fucking odd. Why is he not celebrating? But then the commentators were saying, if he leaves the pitch and leaves the pitch empty, the other team's allowed to start the match.
Does the keeper not count?
No. So because the keeper was celebrating.
Oh.
The keeper was at the other end celebrating. So the captain was staying on the field, but apparently if there's no one of the team to defend, like to stop play, the other team can start, and there's no one on the field to defend.
Yeah.
So that's why the captain stayed, and he was like trying to tell him to hurry up and stop celebrating.
Yeah,
And I was like, I didn't even know that was a fucking rule. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
Well, then I guess it's legit, man.
apparently, that's what I can remember. I don't know. There's going to be someone in the comments roast me if that's completely wrong, but that's what I remember. Right? I'm not going to Google it because I can't be fucked because I'm confident.
I mean, America can probably use the discombobulator as their voodoo magic when they verse other teams.
Oh, imagine
so
that.
when
we
we
just happen to get headaches at the same time.
they're all vomiting on the pitch.
The World Cup's in America this year too.
Yeah.
Couple months ago.
Some people want to boycott it. Have you seen that drama? Some countries
Yeah.
and shit because of Trump and shit.
Nah, man, I'm watching that
They're
shit.
not gonna. Yeah, no one's
They're
gonna.
not.
They're not. No one's
They'll
gonna
say it,
boycott.
but even the people that are boycotting it will turn it on. They'll flick it on.
Hey, quickly, how much money does...
Are they boycotting it because they
So the countries,
certain countries that they banned from it or whatever?
The countries that are playing, some of them are saying like Europe. Some European countries want to not rock up to the World Cup. So they're saying,
Because
like the teams.
America is not letting some countries in. Is that why?
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
It's
all
hard because
of
it's
Trump.
the World Cup. That's the hard thing. Like, if it was anywhere else, like, do you agree with them banning certain countries, or are you for it?
I mean,
it's
yeah,
like the World Cup.
I don't know, man. I
Do you know
don't
why?
see-
I don't even know why. he
Well, if
banned-
North Korea can play and North Korea does the Olympics and shit, I think
yeah.
anyone is game, man.
Yeah, right.
Just let them play.
That's such a good take, bro. That's such a good take.
Apparently, FIFA revenues projected to surpass 10 billion
Yeah,
with
of
a B
course.
this 2026 World Cup.
Apparently, yeah, a lot of hotel rooms are being cancelled and shit. So they say, but it's all fucking propaganda anyway. People saying, I'm cancelling my trip and shit. And
Meanwhile, the next story online, they're on the flight.
It's like-
There's also countries act all tough for the validation from strangers and the political correctness of it all, but there's too much money involved. You bet your ass they're all going to be there with their little bags trying to win games. You know
It's
what
like
I'm
that
saying?
bitch. Remember that girl that was like,
Right.
free. It's like something about she thought the flag was Israel flag, but it was Greek.
Great. Oh, my God.
Given the political climate and everything going on, it does kind of give, and it so happens to be in America, it does sort of give like 1936 Berlin Olympics, Hitler kind of vibes. You know what I mean? Just before everything pops off, the Olympics, they have the big game. You see Hitler in the stands and shit. It's kind of.
Except I don't think Trump's going to be on meth though. That's the thing.
Well, fuck.
Who knows?
I don't know, but you don't know
man.
what the fuck can happen.
It's
these days.
sport, man. Use this sport brings everyone together, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
we just
The world
enjoy,
game, man.
Enjoy it. Put your fucking multis on. I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
I'm keen for the.
They call them parlays in America. I didn't know that
so
till recently.
stupid, eh? Everything
What,
they
bets?
say,
Yeah. Okay.
like a
Do you know how
multi.
you have multi? They call them parlays.
parlay.
That is so gay.
They're-
That is so queer.
everything.
Ooh, I want to put on a parlay. I don't know why it's an English accent, but like, I want to put on a parlay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, my parlay missed one leg. Oh, God.
But it does feel weird, like an American saying, like,
Gay.
a multi.
Yeah.
Are you going to put on a
Gay.
multi? Like, a multi is such an Aussie, like,
yeah. It's a fucking multi
abbreviated.
No, fucking, I need fucking...
No, it's a parlay.
Yeah.
Because we make sense here. Everything we say and do in this country makes sense.
It does.
Americans are so cooked with like Fahrenheit. What the fuck is Fahrenheit,
Yeah.
bro? They saw it at water at 32 degrees and were like, this is zero.
Yeah.
Like, they saw it freezing at 32 degrees.
Dumb
Like,
fucks.
that makes
Oh,
sense.
when they talk about weather and they're like, it's 102 degrees. And I'm like, and I think like 40 degrees is hot here. I'm like, how hot's 100? Not knowing that like 100 is like, what?
25 degrees. Yeah, to them it's hot as.
So stupid.
I have one. Have you guys seen our brothers and sisters in India? The new virus that apparently is spreading around. Yeah. So apparently this virus isn't anything new. It has been around forever. But the thing that's scary about this virus is there's no cure for it still. It's called the Nipah virus. There's already been some deaths in India because of it. So the Nipah virus outbreak in India triggers Asian airport screening. So apparently there's a lot of countries in the Asian area that are bringing back like the whole COVID, like screening people and shit before they get on the plane. Deadly Nipah virus in India's West Bengal state has sparked concern in parts of Asia with some tightening screening measures at airports. Thailand has started screening passengers at 3 airports. Nepal has begun screening. 2 cases have been confirmed in West Bengal since December, reportedly with healthcare workers. So apparently, there's a private hospital where it started to spread. Some 196 people who were in contact with them have been traced and tested negative for the virus, the Indian health minister said. The virus can spread from animals to humans, has a high death rate ranging from 40 to 75%. There's no vaccine and no treatment for it.
What is it? Like, what's the symptoms?
Yeah. At least they're on top of it.
So look, what is the Nipah virus? Serious infectious disease. Yeah, so it's it's estimated that between 40 to 75% of people infected with Nipah will die.
Whoa.
Some survivors may be left with lasting neurological difficulties, including seizures, personality changes. In rare cases, the virus can reactivate months or even years after the initial infection.
Whoa.
But I can't find what...
And discombobulation. No doubt.
What does it do, though, to you?
Changes.
Hold on.
Changes you.
Is it excuse if you're just a shit cunt in general? You're just like, it must be the Nipah virus. If someone checks you, like, Dylan, you've really been a cunt lately. And you're like, I think it's Nipah virus.
Yeah. Bro, it spreads through bats, of course. So bats are disease riddled.
You should just get rid of them. Cull the bats.
What the heck? But it can also spread through pigs and other animals. They can cause severe symptoms, including death. There's no medication or vaccine, as we know. What does it do, though? What is it? Why can't I find what
Ask
it
AI.
does
So what
to you?
are Nipah virus symptoms?
Yeah, let me ask Dr. ChatGPT.
Because 40-something% and 75%, that's a big, like...
Gap.
Yeah. Like, 40% is way better than 70%. Like, it's like they haven't really... It's like, high death rate. But is that because it's only new? I know it's a high death rate, but, like, I feel like if it lasted a year and the death rates are still high, I feel like that's when...
It's not new, though.
Oh, it's not new?
No, it's not new. It's been around for a while.
Oh, okay.
That it might be an age-dependent thing, stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know.
Nipah virus infection can look mild at first, but then turn serious very fast. Symptoms appear between 4 to 14 days after the exposure, sometimes even up to 45 days later.
45 days later. Wow.
Early symptoms are the obvious: fevers, headaches, muscle pains, fatigue, sore throat, nausea, vomiting. The illness worsens when you begin to get dizziness, drowsiness and confusion, difficulty breathing, severe coughs, altered mental status and state.
I've had all of those things yesterday.
Yeah, and then the severe symptoms are seizures, loss of consciousness or comas, respiratory failure, and in some cases, sudden neurological collapse.
So it's basically just transitioned from like a cough to death.
Yeah.
It literally just highlighted a headache, sore throat, and then death.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
And what's weird is like the exposure. You don't even know. Like usually, if you've been around someone or like people, say someone's sick out on the train, and the next day you're like,
It's
that
Nipah.
bastard got
Gave me
me,
Nipah.
right?
The Nipah got me.
But if you've been in like on holidays with like you and your partner and no one's sick, and you're trying to think back to 45 days ago, who the fuck
gave me the nips?
Wow.
Right. Well, hopefully they can kind of sort their shit out over there because there's fucking 900 billion of those motherfuckers. So if it starts to spread over there, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Like fucking hell.
be like World War Z in India, just fucking.
Imagine an Indian zombie running at you.
I don't know, mate. I think it'd disarm me if anything. Like an Indian zombie just naturally doesn't seem that as scary. I don't know why, man. I don't know why. I could just think of Russell Peters, the comedian, the Indian comedian, and as long as I have him in my head and that zombie is running at me, like
gosh.
Do you guys hear about Tommy Lee Walker? Right, this guy got in Texas got executed in 1954 for supposedly raping and assaulting a white woman, right? And he got proven innocent now. So he was assassinated.
Oh, he's already dead.
In 1954, he was executed.
Oh my
but he's been exonerated
was
now.
he a black dude?
Yeah. So it was back in the day, like during the racism and shit. Someone accused him of raping a white woman.
That would have happened all the time.
Exactly. And they killed, but they've now exonerated him. So
what the fuck does that do?
Posthumously, yeah, he's already dead, but they've said he's
I'm
innocent now.
surprised they even went ahead with the exoneration. I'm surprised they just went, oh, he died in 54. Who can like?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's principle, I suppose. But
all we hear is, "I told you so."
Yeah. That's pretty interesting. They fucking
because that would still happen.
What was his name?
Tommy Lee Walker.
That would still happen to people on death row now. Like people would be on death row for ages, and then
imagine being on death row and you're innocent. Though.
You're innocent.
You know you're innocent. And you're like, fuck. Oh, that's
bro. That's got to be because you'd want to tell everyone and anyone. Like you'd be in there and you'd be like, "Man, I promise I didn't do it." And they'd be like, hey, "Yeah, I didn't do it either." Wink, wink.
It's like it's like the shit rappers were saying before. It's the cunts who fucking they ruin it for everyone else.
Yeah.
The cunts who are guilty and they're like, "I didn't do it."
It's that guy beatboxing and rapping in the corner that can't rap.
Like OJ Simpson, they ruin it for fucking
oh yeah
for everyone else.
God, that's like the best form
Poster
of
child of
the best form of got away with it scot free kind of.
And then he made a book. If I did it,
my God. and the if was small, so when it was like if and then I did it.
What a nutcase.
Yeah, it just says that apparently the evidence was unreliable evidence. Coercive interrogation tactics.
Turns out they were all racist.
And racial bias. Yeah.
Isn't every case from 1954 not enough evidence? Like, what kind of evidence do you have from 1950 fucking 4?
Like, back, I watched
He's black, you did it.
Like,
Get him.
We watched the Ed Gein doco thing, and
that shit was fucking stupid.
It was stupid. It was dumb. It wasn't even
Mouse voice
and he didn't even sound like that anyway. I found little parts of like his actual voice, and it wasn't really like that.
Me and my wife started. We've done that for a few shows now. Me and my wife, we start them, and then we're like, "This is fucking stupid."
And they really embellished a lot. So I'm not going to call it a doco. It's like a reenactment.
Yeah.
But like in the show, if you haven't watched it, spoilers but whatever. In the show, he kills his brother, right? And he bludgeons him over the head. But then he fakes a fire. And then the police come and he's like, "Oh, he died in a fire." And they're examining the body. And he goes,
like, beat the shit.
He's
covered
head,
in
back of his
bruises.
head, and he's like, asphyxiation from the smoke. And it's like, bro, just look at his head, bro.
Yeah.
So like people would get away with everything back then. Plus you throw in the racial card and people just want to blame the blacks. And
his head looked like a squash egg. But he died in a fire.
He fell off the stairs.
Fucking hell.
But imagine how many innocent people got, that fate back then. Especially.
Yeah, fucking oath. What else have I got?
Yeah, people in general, man, that's just like, there's a lot of time to think on death row, right?
And you get your last meal at least. You get whatever you want. Whatever. You get like lobsters.
But then do some people die on death row just from natural causes because isn't there like, it's not always fast.
No, it's very slow.
And you don't know when it's coming, right? It's kind of like...
Yeah, that's so freaky.
It's like the fucking discombobulator. You don't know when it's coming.
This is my last one. Tourist moored by snow leopard while trying to take photos with it. A female skier, I think it's in China. Yeah, in China, has been moored by a snow leopard after she attempted to get a selfie. The rare attack happened at the... Not even going to say that. At the scenic area in Altai, a winter tourism destination. Footage, which is fucking gnarly. That's the leopard on top of the lady in the snow, like, eating her and shit.
Did she kill her?
Didn't kill her.
Okay.
But there's videos of her getting taken away. She's like covered in blood and shit. The snow's all red. It's fucking gnarly.
Holy shit. Why would you try to get a selfie?
Yeah, man.
Well,
come on, man.
It does look like... When the cat is of a certain size, if you see a house cat, that thing can scratch you up. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to hurt you, but they can kind of hurt you. That cat is like 4 or 5 times the size of a normal house cat. Like, that shit's got power.
She's taken to hospital in a stable condition. China is actually home to the largest number of wild snow leopards. I did not know that. That's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not if you're a skier, though. Imagine if you're a skier and you just hear
running. Have you seen the video of the dude snowboarding or the chick skiing or whatever? She's got headphones
a
on.
bear.
Doesn't realize it's a bear behind her.
Yeah.
And like the song's like making my way downtown. Like, and the bear, like, fucking imagine that shit. She would have looked back at that video and gone, "Holy fuck!"
making my way downtown.
They are not seen as a threat to humans. They are able to kill animals 2 to 4 times their own weight. Which is crazy because it's so rare to see a snow leopard out in the wild, and then to even get that close to it is pretty...
Well, clearly it's not. It's common there. Yes, clearly it's common.
Snow leopards are also found in Afghanistan, Bhutan, India, Kyrgyzstan, Mongolia.
Snow leopards in Afghanistan? They're in the wrong place. It's like a jerky penguin all over again.
They're going to be some dusty ass leopards.
They're just leopards. They're just leopards.
Yeah, they're thirsty as a...
they're not snow leopards at that point.
They're fucking puffing out fucking sand and shit. Exact numbers of the snow leopard are unknown, but there may be as few as only 3,920 left
there
in the world.
Oh, in the world. Oh, okay. Sorry, but you said they have the most,
but China has the
most. But still, it's not. That doesn't mean that they're overrun.
Yeah,
that just means they have to. Okay.
Yep. Crazy.
Imagine just seeing the snow. Like, do you know how you have that snow where it's like, it's almost like mist, right? And you just see like through the misty snow that's falling, you just see the fur. No, it's not even running yet. It's just you see the eyes, and it's settling on the fur.
Yep. And then it wants to eat you. You're fucked.
And if you stack it, which a lot of skiers, I snowboard kind of well, but if I know that the creature's behind me, I'm probably definitely stacking it.
Yeah.
The only way I'm probably not stacking it, like that girl that had the headphones in, is if you're unaware. You know what I mean? Because as soon as I see that thing,
you crack under pressure.
I'm like, it's like me taking a penalty goal. You know what I mean?
Crash into a tree.
Fucking hell, man.
The last thing, quickly, I had. Did you see the doomsday clock got moved just today?
Fucking idiots. What's the point of that?
These dumbasses just make up fucking 2 seconds to midnight or whatever. Fucking.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of that?
It's more obvious when they rush it to today's date. They just want to get everyone panicked. Like, oh my God, I thought I had more time.
It's just, it doesn't even make sense. It was made by Oppenheimer and Albert Einstein and shit back in World War II days.
Yeah, the clock is used to symbolize how close humans are to extinction.
Yeah, but it's a scare tactic.
Yeah, the more they keep moving the goalposts, the more it gets old.
Well, it's the closest it's ever been, supposedly. What is it, 80 seconds?
87 seconds.
But it's always going to be the closest it's ever been. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's closer than it was yesterday. Like,
when did they ever move
like
it back?
The coming of Jesus Christ. It's like no one's going to know when that dude comes because it's always going to be.
He's always
tomorrow.
Yeah. It's not today.
That's stupid. I wonder who's the drunk cunt in charge of moving it. He just has a whiskey. He's like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to move the clock a little bit, couple seconds.
But people full freak out and shit, and they full do like a serious press conference, like, we are moving the clock closer. It's like, bro, shut your ass up, man.
Shut up,
do
man.
something else. Find a cure for cancer or something. Not fucking
no, but the clock
fiddling around with this fucking when are they going to overshoot it? Right? They think, all right, can't get worse than this. It's midnight and then nothing happens, and it's like, oh, do you just move it back now, or can they ever move it back? Can they backtrack now, or what? Is it too late?
Will they have a countdown like New Year's, like 10, 9?
Imagine that though. The clock one day does hit 0. The whole world just eviscerates into nothing.
And the people, the non-believers, are like,
shit,
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I get the fucking hell.
Actually, you wouldn't even have time to think. It'd just be gone.
Thanos.
We could be in that situation right now, and we just don't know it.
This could be the aftermath. We're just floating.
We could be
eternal
podcasting
space.
in a vast space of nothingness, but one of our consciousness has created this moment right now. And I don't know if it's yours, mine, his, the dog's.
I think the amount of times I brought up prolapsed arsehole is probably my consciousness we're in right now. This one anyway.
It's a monkey with fish lips and hanging buttholes. Well, is that the name of the episode? Prolonged.
I think prolapsed arsehole is the name.
Prolapsed chimp butt.
Yeah. Can you put arsehole in the name, or are people going to... at this point, how do you know? Isn't that funny? It's like, there's so many am I alloweds today?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking hell. Anyway.
Well, I guess that'll do, eh?
Yeah, man. Thanks for listening, guys. Episode 192 in the books.
Bang.
Is that 92? That's not 93, isn't it?
93.
Oh, 193, is it?
I think the last one was 92.
Man, shut up, man. This guy's got no fucking idea what he's talking about, man.
We keep getting, we keep having to correct ourselves after. Do you know how many times we've got the number wrong at the end of the episode?
No, he is right for once. It's 193. Episode 193 in the bag.
baby.
As always, guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you guys next week.
Let's go.